Okay, guys, doing a sound test real quick. Let's see how this goes. We are in the middle of a hurricane, or I guess it's a tropical storm. So I'm not sure if we're going to have an issue with buffering. We may very well. I believe during storms in the past I have. It does sound like I've got audio at least, so that's good. All right, how are you guys doing? We're getting started here in just a few moments. Love to hear from you where you're at. If you guys are tuning in tonight, where are you guys tuning in from? I'm just going to be trying to keep track to the chat on that. So I haven't used that in the past. What's going on tonight? So I've had this car for about, well, I keep calling it a car. It is an RC motorcycle. I've had it for about a month and a half now. And it's time, definitely time for some maintenance. This tire, while it's still a lot of fun to rip around on, the tire is shot. The chain is stretched again. I've adjusted the chain one time, but now it's stretched again, and it is getting into the swing arm. Part of that is because the chain guide is broken off of the swing arm. So that happened very early on when I first got the thing. I think the first day I had it. I do have another swing arm. Have a whole several more parts for it, so I'm not sure what we're going to get accomplished tonight. I will start tearing this apart. If you guys are here, love to hear from you in chat. Say hi. Great to hear from you. Okay, Habib 29 and 0. Good day, mate. Hello, friend. How are you? Good to hear from you. What's been going on? How have you been? It's been I'm over here in the Los Angeles, California area. We've got a lot of rain going on right now, and it might it started out as a hurricane, but it's nothing that I've been concerned with as of yet. Just a lot of rain, but I'm sure some areas will get flooding. I've seen rain even out as far as Las Vegas, I guess. So this, what you guys see me kind of putting together here, this actually started out as a, I think they call this satin. Yeah, rear wheel set satin chrome. So that was part number LOS 46003. And I said, you know, I'm going to do something different. Oh, you're tuning your 1/8 buggies. That's awesome. Very cool. Do you prefer nitro, electric, or both? Do you have a preference? I have a 1/8 techno buggy and 1/8 techno truggy. They're both electric. I don't have any nitros. When you say tuning, I assume that you might be tuning the a nitro. But yeah, guys, I decided I wanted to try to paint these, and they are going to go on this guy over here. So I do have another. This one's going to be, I'm going to try it out with some painted wheels that are kind of a close match. It was TS29, I believe. To me, a paint, I think it's called TS29 is a, yeah, nitro. I figured as much. Very cool. TS29, I think they call it yellow chrome or chrome yellow. It's not really chrome at all, though. I just happen to have it, and it also was a close match. So I decided I'd give it a try. Just painted it earlier today. Big shout out to my friend Pirate Mike for getting me these tires. He happened to run by a shop earlier today and asked if I needed. Well, I just told him, hey, if you see some tires, can you get me rear tires? Because so I pulled this one off of my yellow Promoto, and this is just going to get used over here. We'll probably swap him over here in a little bit because this guy is shot. I'm going to just end up using this on asphalt for a while, but I'm going to swap it over to this one so I can use it in the dirt. Going to build this one up without gluing it down though, because for now it's only going to go on this other bike, which is not going to be run. It's currently just getting built. We'll run it eventually. Hey Dion, good to hear from you, buddy. Thank you about the rims and tires. Yeah, we'll see how they come apart. This was TS29, I believe. So I'm not going to glue these on in case I want to take them back apart and use this on a different wheel. I do have these black wheels with some hole shot tires on it. They're not glued. They've just been mounted loosely. I also have some set of red hubs, aluminum red hubs from Losi, front and rear. I'm considering mounting that on this one, but to start, we're just going to go ahead and kind of bolt this together, see where this gets us. You guys could give us a thumbs up and like, subscribe, and share. That's greatly appreciated by these small channels like mine. They do sell a complete rear hub assembly, PMMX, it's Promo Motocross. So it's Losi or LOS 262014. I'm going to try to put it together using what I've already got. I actually painted on this guy, and other than it being filthy and dirty, if you were to look closely, there's very little wear around it. Right. So let me get him out of the way. I'm going to put a fan on to actually try to cool that camera some. All right. So anyway, sorry about that. We had some issues with the streaming. I'm just going to get right back to building it. I'm going to go ahead and open up this part. LOS 262014, the complete rear hub assembly. So this comes with a hub, a bunch of what I believe are 3 by 10 millimeter button head screws. Yeah, it looks like 3 by 10s. A couple of bearings. This tube. I hope that they come up with a way where we can purchase this tube only. Because I could see a situation where I don't need hubs. I won't need, like, I'll have extra sprockets. I'll have these 3 by 10 screws, these bearings. All of this is very easy to come up with. This piece will not be so easy. But it goes in the middle here, and it kind of keeps you from pinching the bearings together if you tighten it down too much. Probably get away without using it, but you would want to. You'd want to use it. So anyway, let me know if you guys been up to. Had you got a chance to thrash your Losi Promoto around yet? So we're going to be doing the sprocket on that side and putting the fake brake rotor on that side. me see. The screws that come out of here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's interesting. Hmm. So the screws that come with the hub, there's 6 holes and 6 holes, so there should be 12 screws. But there's 5 and 6, and I'm not sure which one gets the longer one. That's okay. Oh no, I was wrong. Here it is. So there is 6 and 6. We'll figure it out. Maybe if anybody knows, can you comment which side gets the longer screw in it? Would it be the brake or the sprocket side? I'm going to start by putting a smaller screw in both sides just to get things started and kind of held together. But I have a feeling it's the longer one goes in this side. It's the way it just went in really pretty deep, let's see. So far I have found that I have really haven't had to do too many breakdowns with this car. It's taken really bad beating. It's been thrashed. Pretty much everyone I know has driven it. I would say the strongest thing about it, well, what's the most surprising to me, I haven't seen the failures with the bearings yet. And I've seen a ton of failures on bearings when it comes to Spectrum motors. Hopefully here in a minute we'll pull the, well, maybe it should be the longer one there. Let's see. Oh, I think I've got a Promoto manual over here with an exploded view. Hopefully there's an exploded view in this, and it'll tell me which is the longer. Maybe it doesn't have exploded view. I have another. All right, guys, I'm looking at the exploded view over here on my other monitor. 5903. So the 10 millimeter hold on the brake caliper, and 5910 are the longer ones. They hold on the sprocket. Okay. So the shorter ones are brake calipers. Perfect. Look at that. Let's see which one it is. So I assume you could run it without these. This wouldn't look too trick. Where did the others go? I'll put the small ones up here. I don't think under normal circumstances I would be too concerned with painting a wheel, but I just had so many of the, that's the right one there. I had so many of those satin silver ones that I wanted to try a different look. And since I already had the paint at home, figured why not? Let's give it a try. We had a good show a few nights ago. I believe it was Friday night. My buddy Pirate Mike was here. It's always a good time when Pirate's in town. One of my RC friends from way back. All right. So far I do like the way it looks. These wheels, they come split, and I'm debating, maybe you guys should tell me, should I bolt the wheels together? They come with these screws. Should bolt the wheels together, because I have not glued them on. I'm not sure if I'm going to glue these tires on here. I'm not sure if this is a permanent set or if this is just mock up for a while. So while they're just going to sit on the bike as a display piece, we are definitely not going to glue anything until I decide if I'm driving it this setup or not. I could quite likely pull it apart and put Supermoto tires on it as well. I also would like to get the gold hubs, but I guess, you know, I don't know if I want to drop the money on the gold hubs right now. I'm going to go ahead and bolt these fronts of this wheel together. What's the worst I have to do is take it apart in the future. Not a big deal. After we bolt this together, I'm going to go ahead and install it on the yellow motorcycle. Nice. I would recommend you guys using power tools judiciously. Don't just go torquing them down too hard. You can definitely strip something out. I'm using a DeWalt, kind of a gyroscopic tool. It works pretty easy. It's not too powerful, but I do slow it down quite a bit at the end. And I usually tighten up the last little bit by hand if it's something brand new that I don't have too much experience with. Gotta say, I think that these, I think that this wheel entire combo has come together pretty decently. I know it's probably going to be a bit bright for some of you guys, but you know, I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and slap that on the yellow bike. If anyone is out there and they're watching, it'd be a big favor if you could let me know. Hey, buddy, Pirate Mike. I was just going to say, if anyone's out there watching, let me know. How is my audio coming through? Does the audio sound okay? I don't have a way to test that here right now. If you're just tuning in, Mike, just put together the yellow wheel with that Dunlop tire that you picked up for me earlier today. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and stick it on the yellow bike now. Hey, Wolf Tracks is here. Good to see you, man. How's it going? So this really doesn't need to be installed to mount it up. Well, yeah, you really do want it. It holds the axle true. I hope somebody makes more of these, because we'll have, you're going to have extra sprockets and brake discs. We're not going to have extra spacers. So maybe somebody should measure this and make these. Loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you, bud. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I invited the pirate over. I was hoping the pirate would be in the show tonight. He's only about 2 blocks down the road from me, but he couldn't make it. That's understood. Guys, hope you're having a good time. Have a drink if you have one. All right. So this is the yellow bike. This bike has yet to be run. I just put the supermoto wheel on it a couple days ago, I think, on that show that Pirate was here for. But it's coming off because I don't have a matching supermoto front. And I want to see how this wheel's going to look on it. Tire. So then I could hopefully paint both. So I have a matching front and rear set of yellow wheels. But I don't currently have another front tire. So, you're having a sit down, you're having a monsoon. Wolf Tracks, where are you from, if you don't mind saying? Because right now, where I am at and where the Pirate's at, it's been raining all day here in California. It's not been a total downpour, but it's been pretty steady all day long. So yeah, where are you guys from? Are you getting affected by this tropical storm or hurricane? Oh, Cyprus, yeah. So you're in California, right near us as well. Yeah, you're getting the rain as well. Oh, and Trinidad Jimenez is back. Thanks a lot, buddy, from Texas. He's been one of a really really nice to have you in on several of the last shows coming out from Texas. We appreciate it so much. So you guys might remember I just put this on a couple days ago. We're going to go back to the off-road tire. I don't recall, one of you guys out there had a great question, and it was, when this tire is on and you lean this bike over, does it scrape the chain guide? And the answer absolutely is yes, it absolutely does. I think there's going to be an issue with the chain guide scraping, leaning to the left. And when you have the front tire on too, it's going to be lower. These tires are a little bit lower. I'm not sure if that shows up here. It is a little lower. So we're going to go back to the Dunlop style tire. Like I said, it's not glued on. I just got it mounted up. Painted up this wheel earlier today, even though it was wet, not perfect painting weather. As Pirate Mike reminded me, just had to get things done sometimes. So let's just get this back together. Pretty simple to pop this guy back together. I've really enjoyed this thing so far. Chat in if you guys have these, if you've done any maintenance to them yet, if you have any issues with yours, or if they've been they've all been so far so good. We'll get the red one out and do some actual maintenance on that one. This one I'm just kind of swapping back to the off-road style wheel. Gotta say, so far I like the yellow. Looks a little bit bright, but I think I might like it. Yeah, I like it, guys. I don't know how it shows up, but I think it looks really good. It looks bright. It looks cool. Um, so let me give you, before we put this one away, let me give you some ideas and let me know what you think about this. Um, whether you like my ideas or not, that's cool. So let me know. But yeah, I'd love to hear. Let me see. I gotta switch this to all messages so I make sure I don't miss any. Chat filter, all messages. Um, yeah, more scratches the better. I like that. Heck yeah. So yeah, I think it's coming out all right. That's gonna come out okay. I have for this vehicle, they're not here yet. I do have the aluminum swing arm from Losi. I think that's gonna look sharp on this vehicle. I do have what else? We have a few other things here, I think, for it. Um, I have the carbon chassis plates, which will probably go on the same day I do the swing arm because that's pretty much a full teardown. So once we get when I get this swing arm in, I'll go ahead and do the aluminum. I mean the carbon fiber chassis plates. It's kind of bummer that you really don't see them. I think for the most part they're not going to be seen that much. But we've got that. If you got a sharp eye, you might have noticed I don't have a front brake on here, nor do I have a front brake cable. They're both on the red bike. My front brake broke the first day, I think when the Pirate was driving it. And then the cable frayed and snapped when I was trying to adjust it. Um, so luckily enough, I have two of them. I was able to pull the parts off because, as everyone knows, parts are pretty hard to get as well. So I'm not complaining. I'm very lucky to have two of them. I was able to pull the parts. I did get them in. Horizon finally started shipping some stuff late last week. It's funny, they've shipped the stuff and they haven't even sent me a no tracking has been updated, except I'm starting to receive parts. So kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to building this one out. Um, if I end up staying with this color wheel, I probably, so I'll be honest, guys, I don't like a lot of aluminum on my RCs because it's just costly and it's not always good. But I think this being polished aluminum will look trick. I would like to get the hubs in gold. I would like to get the triple clamps in gold. I'd like to get the either probably that looks like titanium or silver looking aluminum foot pegs would look pretty trick. I would like to get a lot of that stuff. And I do have a black rider's outfit for this. Main just shipped it a few days ago. It probably will be here tomorrow or the next day. So he is going to donate his brand new riding gear over to my red running machine, the one that we've been running and beating the crap out of for the last couple weeks. So for right now, I think that's all I'm going to do with this guy. I'll see if I can set him in the background because he does. I like that look. If you guys want to see it, come by the shop tomorrow. I'm going to bring this to the shop up in Lawndale. I think, yeah, I'm in Lawndale. So come check it out, 169th and Hawthorne. Check out the Mini Z track. I will probably be bringing this one up there just to be there in case anyone wants to take a look and check it out. I don't think we've got any in stock for sale yet, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. All right. So guys, really appreciate you tuning in. This is a unusual Sunday show. We don't usually do shows on Sunday. Man, it's rainy out there. There was no RCing going to happen for me today, so just thought, why not? Let's just have some fun in the garage. Um, let's move on to our next project. I'll kind of put this stuff away. I like that. I do like the way the gold looks. I have more of these ordered, but I don't know when they're going to get here. I'm excited to try them. Let me know if any of you guys have had a chance to try the Supermoto wheels. I've not driven it yet with Supermoto wheels on it. So Wolf Track says he's waiting on RC Visions for his pre-order. Well, man, it's tough. There's no rhyme or reason to like the pre-order stuff. Some people get pre-orders like the day they came out. They still haven't got it. Other people get them shipped early. I don't know what's going on there, Wolf Tracks. I hope you get it soon. Um, yeah, that's I I think they're going to be hard to get for a little while, but it does seem like parts are starting to flow a little bit quicker. So maybe that's at least something. It's a step in the right direction, I guess. We get the runner out. And guys, I'm pretty much just going to start pulling this one apart, I think. Because there is needs a new swing arm. I got new plastic, which I don't need to replace at all, but I do have new plastic for it. Oh, definitely new tire. Let's just start pulling it apart and we'll see. We'll see. So, Trinidad says he ordered in June and still nothing. That's frustrating. That is very frustrating. Did you order from, I'm not sure if, I don't know if anyone's shipping them, Main or Horizon. I know my buddy bought two um, from Horizon, a red one and a green one. The red one came in really quick. It was like the first batch. The green one hasn't. Ah, Dion, I told you to come by on Monday when I'm there. I'm there on a Monday. I'll be there tomorrow. Come check it out. Picking up some 20 million weight for the Outcast. Awesome. I'm just going to take this apart. So when it goes back together, I'm probably not going to be putting it back together today. I'm in no hurry. It's not going to get driven. We're going to go ahead and strip this thing down and just kind of do a I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how far we want to take it down. Ordered from ProLine. Should have a direct order. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It does seem like the best luck was going direct to Horizon, but you had to get in early, like when it first started. I work at a shop, and I asked them the day they were coming out, or the day that they were announced. I was like, guys, let's. I said, I want two. Can you get me two? And I'd recommend like 6 for the shop or something like that. And I know they ordered a bunch, but never got nearly that many. So it didn't really doesn't matter how many you order. It just depends on how many they're going to ship you, and sometimes they're just not shipping them. Yeah, Wolf Track. I have a feeling the Pro line we'll probably make some paddles for this. I like the Dumonts also. The Dumonts are the cool looking ones. They got like a they have a little bit more of a, well, here's a Dumont right here. This is a 6 for like my Creighton or fire team. But yeah, Dumonts for this would be pretty cool. So, love to hear how your guys' weekend went. Anything fun with the RC world? Anything new? We can talk about other stuff. We do not have to just talk about the Losi Promoto. We can talk about it whatever you guys want to. All right. Yeah, this guy's coming apart. Next time you see him, I'll have taken this uniform off. I'll have the black rider gear. I'll have the black gear on, and I'll swap it over to this guy. So he'll have some new stuff to wear. He'll be looking a whole lot better. And the next time I drive this, it's not gonna have these training wheels on it. Definitely done with them. You can see on the harder stuff, asphalt and stuff, definitely. But on grass, I don't think so. I think I'd do a lot better without it. And a lot of where I drive is grass. I know some people like my buddy Art and some guys like to do the like a dirt track more, which is fun because it does roost around a lot. But the dirt is just filthy, causes a lot of filth in there. So I like driving on the grass. It stays pretty clean on a grassy field. Keep it really low grass, so it'd be the best. You can get like some low turf. Anyone know a golf course we can maybe go and rip these at? All right. Yeah, by the time I put this back together, it's going to probably, um, it's weird that I've not ever taken anything, really taken this apart yet. Usually like to take my RCs apart, see what makes them tick. This one I've just been busy having fun with and not really working on it. So, Wolf Tracks found a Bel Air body for the Losi that will fit on the Traxxas, and the paddle tires will go on the 4x/. That's cool. The Losi that will fit. I think is that the Losi short course, like the drag style body? I'm assuming that's the one you were talking. But yeah, man, very cool. That's awesome. I don't remember if you have a Instagram or YouTube. Well, you obviously have a YouTube if you're on here. Go ahead and share your Instagram and YouTube if you want, so people can check out your RC builds. If you guys want to go ahead and have your own little community, feel free to chat amongst yourselves and talk RCs. As long as everyone's respectful and cool with everybody, and we just chat. Little dusty. Not as bad as it could be. the screws that hold this on are little tiny, countersunk. I'm assuming they're about an 8mm length, maybe 10mm length. I'm gonna probably need to pick up some spares of those. RC Nuts was on the dunes. Oh, I seen that. Isn't that guy up in like Seattle, Washington, or Oregon, or somewhere like that? I think I seen him on the dunes ripping around. Yeah, man, that's RC Nuts. That's nuts for sure. It looked pretty fun. I'm concerned with the cornering aspect of it. I think drag racing could be a big thing with these in the sand because we're going straight. I'm not sure how it's going to be with cornering though. I've already had some issues with the loose dirt. And I took it down to Florida a couple weeks ago and did a little bit of driving in the sand. Maybe I'll get done with those videos one day. You'll see I had struggled a little bit, but it was a different style sand. Oh man, this. I think when I put this back together, I've heard of people putting a second spring over this servo saver. So I probably will do that. Some people had said it stiffens up or tightens up the steering. I don't know if it's actually needed or not, but I do want to, I want to try it and see what kind of difference, if any, it does make. Yes, 100 bones, he said. Yep, so it was that for that short course or drag. That's cool. Let's see what we got here. It's funny, it kind of has a little pinch bolt on the bottom of the fork, similar to what dirt bikes have. What is Hawaiian T-shirt day? I don't get the reference, or am I missing something? I'm not sure what that is. All right. Man. It's, I guess, the furthest I've pulled into this so far. I think skis on the front could definitely help in the cornering. I think maybe what if they did skis on the front, and I don't know if you would want to take off the training wheel or maybe put a small ski on the side. That might be interesting. Man, I wish I knew what I was doing here. Oh, I've got exploded view. Let me take a look. Yeah, guys, I'm just learning along with you. This is the first time I've taken this apart. Not really. Well, I've watched some videos. I maybe haven't watched as closely as I should have. It's all right. We'll get it figured out. Rail tire digs in front. Not sure. Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't know. I haven't seen any of that. I'll believe you. What is that? It's not that one. So it looks like it's these smaller ones. We'll take this plate off. That was very loose, that second screw. Yeah, Dion, I saw that. I think that was Earl Moorhead, I think, was showing that. It's probably not a bad idea because that's what got scraped up the first, was definitely the elbows. But it was also because I was on the asphalt a lot at first. I think had I stayed in the grass, I think you would get a whole lot better lifespan out of the jersey. And the next one, I plan to keep it in the grass or dirt. All right, so that came off pretty easily. Interesting. So I guess whenever I get around to replacing these carbon fiber plates, it's going to be right there, but it's not going to be on this one. It's going to be on. It's going to be on yellow. All right. Well, guys, been very fun. Appreciate you just hanging out. I'm going to keep pulling this apart and see where it gets to. This is it's so funny. So funny working on this little thing. All right. Where's that come out? Not sure. Maybe that stays on the plate. Let's take this side off and see what's going on over here. Rubber fingertips for elbows, not a bad idea. Um, Man, I was trying to think of something that would work, suitably as well. There's got to be, well, somebody will come up with it. Someone will come up with a great idea. But one of the fun things right now is, since all this is so new, everybody is having to come up with uh, their own ideas and are just trying to make things work. A lot of ingenuity is coming out because of this motorcycle. 2FMCRC has hoodies. Dude, I seen that. That looks cool. Um, I thought about getting one of those, and I also have a friend that tuned in the other night, and she is a designer, pattern maker, and makes her dresses and different clothes. And she might be interested in at least getting me patterns to do this. We can find out someone that might do them up for us. I have a friend that makes uniforms actually for all kinds of sports teams, but I talked to him about this as well. He said he might be interested in making them. Yeah, Dion, I seen that. That dude's doing a lot of cool stuff. Um, what was it? I don't remember. I think he started with the uh, hobby wing, and then maybe the hobby wing didn't fit. The hobby wing ESC didn't fit, and then I think he might have went with the Spectrum 3S ESC because I think they're about the same size. Okay. So if you need to adjust your slipper clutch, I guess you can just take off these 4 screws right here, and you get to your slipper clutch. Said, guys, I'm just seeing this now for the first time. I haven't taken one of these apart yet. Kind of small. It's a little smaller than I thought it'd be. Should pull out of there, I'd assume. Maybe not. I'll figure it out. Yeah, it's got to pull out. I'll figure it. Interesting. So there, obviously, you can kind of see an ESC behind here. The on-off switch. The small servo operating this cable, which is going to operate the front brake over here. Slipper clutch, I'd assume would just pull out. So you'd be able to adjust it. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Yeah, you just snug that down, tighten it to make it slip less. Where's it at right now? Let's see. Two and a half. So it was turned at about 2.5 turns out. I did it about 2 turns out just because I feel like a little tighter might be good. We shall see. It was at 2.5 out though. Let's leave him out for now because I'm going to end up taking this apart before we put it back together. Probably should pick up a spare one of these, even though this is only on 2S, so it may not fail too quickly. All right, guys. Really got no end in sight with this plan tonight. We're just going to start pulling it apart. I usually like to take all of my RCs apart from time to time, especially the RTRs, like when they're brand new usually, and kind of take them apart, figure out how they work, put them back together. This one I've just had too much fun driving it. Yeah, that bike on 3S is going to be crazy. Dude, I can't wait. I actually need, when I'm done with this video, I'll probably go home and watch his video. I've tried watching a couple of them, but I'm usually watching them later at night, and I fall asleep while they're on, so I haven't seen it. This thing will, man, it will rock. It'll be so much fun on 3S. But how quickly are we going to go through tires? This tire was so, I don't know. We're going to go through tires quickly on this guy. Dion, did you say, Dion, did you get one of these yet, or you ordered one? I don't recall what you said. I want to get all the guys around this area that's already got them, and let's get together and do some racing. Like I want to do just nothing serious, just some fun, simple racing around a kind of like a grass field. I'll just set out some cones. I think that if we made the track too tough, it's going to kind of kill the fun factor. We're still trying to figure out how these things work and don't need it to be too tough. I know my buddy Mitch has one. Art has one. Our buddy Shaw has one. I am not sure who else. Oh, James Kolb has one. Yeah, we got some friends. We definitely got some friends with them. All right. In case I forget how this goes back together, here's a little visual, guys. I might have to go 3S equals more tires. Yeah, that's for sure. All right, let me let's see. If anybody sees me doing something wrong, let me know. I'm just kind of, I haven't watched a how-to on this. I'm just assuming we can get this thing back up together at some point. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Give me a week or two, or a day, two, and I should know these things pretty well. It's all those, and I think there's this one right here. It's a through bolt. I'm not sure about this one. Oh, that's going to be a tight one. That's one I've heard people having trouble with. Let me see what this side is. We'll be okay. MIPs. Let's hope they can do it. If they can't do it, nothing can. Yeah, there we go, boys. Zap that bad boy apart. And this is why people are having a lot of trouble with that. Give me a thumbs up on that. If nothing else, look at all of the Loctite on that thing. I have seen some videos where people said they were having this thing lock on that. And I could definitely tell that's a possibility. All right, cool. It's coming apart. Let's see what I got next. Yeah, guys, let me hear some comments. If you're out there, talk to me. So, Dion, you don't have one. All right, well, come by tomorrow. Say hi. I'll probably bring, well, I will bring one of them. It'll be that one because this one's going to be all torn apart. But if you want to come and say hi and check one out, I don't know if you've seen one yet or not. I think you would enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's a longer screw, shorter screw. I don't think it's that. Maybe it is that one. All right, now I think I'm going to be forgetting something. Okay. Okay. And I don't know what all those go to. We got steering, throttle, flywheel, brake, and battery. Okay. I can figure that out. Flywheel, brake, battery. Okay. Oh, that was smart. To dump those out. All right. I'm pretty sure you went there. All right, guys. This could be kind of interesting trying to put this back together. Hopefully I remember where that stuff goes. Looks pretty correct. Okay, oh, it's coming apart now, that's for sure. So, oh man. What was that to? 1, 2, 3, 4. That would have been battery. So it's just the ground, I guess. I'm glad I got another one of these I can pull apart and look at real quick. Pretty sure that battery is ground. That's a flywheel. ESC. Oh, look at that cute little plug right there. ESC. Brake. Motor. Oh, okay. Steering, throttle, flywheel, brake, battery. Interesting. Well. So this guy is, man, at this point we're definitely going to do a full teardown on it, put it back together with a new swing arm, give it a good cleaning. Yeah, we'll just pull this thing apart. Wolf tracks. What are you doing? I don't know why I'm using that tool. I don't know if it's in the correct spot, man. We'll figure it out. Yeah, LBZ riding pants is cool. So whenever I used to ride back in the, well, I still consider myself a rider, but I remember LBZ was kind of like a freestyle gear. Feels like Jeff Emig might have rode for him as one of the racers. I don't remember. It was a fun time back then. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch some videos on this and figure out how this thing goes. I'm gonna end up going back together. Should I take it's like one more screw will take that off. The front fork off. So guys, love to hear you in chat. Let us know where you're from. I know some of you guys have already said. Love to hear from the rest of you. Oh man. Yeah. I'll just leave him there for now. I don't feel like taking the brake apart. So if I take the front forks off, I'm gonna have to take the brake off. Well, I guess I could take it off. No, either way, he's gonna have to come loose. Jeff, yeah, Jeff was fun. He was funny back then. I don't think he likes to talk about his party days anymore, though. I've heard him on some shows recently. When they start bringing it up, he wants to stop that. He wants to get them to stop talking about his party days real quick. I think he's got some daughters now or something, so that's probably why. A little bit of a thick oil underneath there. I think it's like a thick differential oil. Thick differential oil, I think. I got to research that and figure out exactly what it does. I think it's some damping for the front. Oh, this guy might not be back together for a few days. It's starting to look that way. Did I really need to pull all this apart? Oh boy, that's all right. Let me get this off of here. I do want that out. So if I was to pull that, the brake is still hooked up. Just screw on each side of the shock. It's kind of unique. All right, guys, you might have seen, if you've been watching tonight, you might have just seen the last time this damn thing ever runs. Not sure if we're gonna, I know it's not going back together today. I kind of just wanted to take it apart, to check it out, clean it, rebuild it, replace what we need to on it. And now it's definitely just, we'll see. Wow. This is pretty cool. All right, guys, you're seeing this as I'm seeing this for the first time. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Wow. So compact. This is going to be all the weight's right there. You can really feel it when it's in your hand right now. All the weight is right there in that gyro. There's not a whole lot of room to put another ESC. I've got to go and check out that Earl's video and see what he did with an ESC for 3S, because there sure as hell is not a lot of room in here. All right, so this will be fun. I think that I wish my damn aluminum swing arm would come in for this, because I'll strip this aluminum swing arm off, or I'll put this swing arm on this guy. That's brand new. This one's broken. So Spectrum ES 100 amp. That's what I thought. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna finish watching that. I'm pretty sure I started watching that last night. Fell asleep tired. I do have a whole nother swing arm. That's not the problem. The problem is there's no stickers for it, and like the swing arm doesn't come with a sticker kit, right? So why don't I just pull this one off, since this is going to get the aluminum arm anyway, and put it on here and save this for another day. This can go on anything. Maybe I'll even yeah, I was thinking about painting it, but no way I'm going to paint this. This would not come out well. Man, Dion, I really want to thank you for hanging out with me so long. I appreciate it. Anybody that's tuned in out there, you guys are rock stars for hanging out with us. It's just me in the garage tonight. I really do appreciate it. I got my boy Spike with me, so that is cool. My doggy Spike, when I say boy, my boy is my dog. I kind of regret not watching, maybe not watching a few videos. There's going to be so many parts figuring this out. But yeah, I mean, as long as we've got an exploded view, and I've got a micrometer so I can measure out any of the screws that I misplace, it won't be a problem. I think the biggest problem is when people, I mean, I could throw all the screws into a bucket and we'll figure it out, because we could, like I said, with a micrometer, you can always just measure your screw and say, okay, this is what goes in this spot. Yeah, Dion, thank you very much. You too, Trinidad. Really appreciate you guys. It's like, you know, it's cool. It's like if we were hanging out in the garage together, except I'm the only one here. But yeah, guys, hanging in the garage is always fun. I love it. So this bike's come apart pretty well. And I'm going to, you know what I'm going to try to do is try to live stream an hour or two every night with this same setup. It's not going to be the normal setup where I'm on camera talking to guests. I'll just leave the camera set up just like this. Every week or every day this week after work, I will do an hour or two and we'll start putting this guy back together. I might still have another day of pulling it apart. And I'm probably, just for the hell of it, going to well, I don't know if I'll rebuild the shocks. Yeah, I probably will. I'm interested to see if there's anything I can do. Maybe on the fork, stiffen the fork up a little bit. Everything I ride, I want to stiffen up the forks. My fat ass. I have new plastic. Ooh, so Wolf Track's got a KX450. Freaking awesome, dude. I man, I wish I had a bike. I'm getting ready to go get another dirt bike. I want a bike so badly. I have a ZX10 Ninja right now. Hardly ever drive it. My last bike was a Honda CRF 450R. I don't know what I'm going to get next. Um, I thought I had a line on it older. No, not that old. A 2004 CR 250R. And my friend's selling, but it's in a state far away, so I might have to get my brother to pick it up if it's even still available. He hasn't responded to me. You know how that goes. How's that? That just pushes through. That makes sense. Okay, so just push you off in there. I think so. If you guys want to tune in with me during the week, check it out, and we'll be rebuilding these shows, or I'll just do a show rebuilding these things um, as the week goes on. I think that was there. What do I have coming tomorrow? I do think I have some more. That gear might be here tomorrow. I can start putting this back together. Some new tires. If I don't get the aluminum, I will still probably pull this one off just so I can swap it over. You got it 79 YZ250. Dang. I didn't have any that were that old. The oldest one I had was, well, I had ATCs from the 80s and 90s, 250R quad racers, but nothing from the 70s. That's cool. I would have liked to, back before prices got too high, they used to have the Honda Elsinores CR250 and 125s from around that era. I would like to get one of those, but prices these days. Right. Yeah, let's see. This is gonna kind of wish I had another set of carbon fiber plates, and I would just put this one together with the carbon plates, and get another set for this one. I mean, I feel like I'm this far in, I might as well. It looks so cool if you can just do the carbon fiber plates without putting the covers over it. Maybe that's possible, I'm not sure. If anyone knows, let me know. Desert tank's barely on. I used this for a long time. I don't know, I can't see if there was an image or a picture. Desert tank. So I guess you have a big, in 79, were they single or dual suspension? I think I remember the Yamahas as being one of them that came out with the, I don't remember if it was dual or single suspension, but my girlfriend's dad had Yamahas back then. Pull that off. Single shock. That's good. the linkage pin out of that. Thrashed. Got broken straight away, probably because of Pirate Mike. If I can't blame Pirate Mike, then who can I blame? Pin went right in here. I'm gonna put it back in here. Less likely to lose it. Not sure if you guys have any special tricks about keeping stuff in order when you take it apart. The easiest way for me, obviously, if it's something like this, just put the pin back in, put the little pinch screw back in. Doesn't have to be in tight, and set it to the side. That way when you go and slap it back together in a day or two or a week, well, at least you'll know where those go. We might have to search for some of these others, but we'll get it figured out. There's the linkage. Rising rate shock means it's going to be soft at first, and as travel gets deeper into the travel, this linkage actually is going to create the shock, make the shock have a stiffer tension as it moves along its travel. You won't notice it so much by just squeezing, but if it was mounted up and the linkage was working correctly, that's when you would notice. What are you saying to blame myself for, Pirate? What did I do now? What did I do? Pirate's telling me to blame myself. I don't know. Don't know what I did, but I'll take the blame, I guess. You want to be careful not to lose this little guy. I think they call it a ferrule. I'll fish it out and I'll show you guys here in a second. It is, what it is it's a little tiny piece that holds the brake cable line in. Here it is. Ferrule. If you lose this, you've got to buy a whole electron, I think they call it the electronics component connector. So it's like all a bunch of plastic pieces that your electronics hook up to, plus it comes with that. So don't lose that. As I say that, I'm just going to throw it down there. But no, really don't lose that, guys. I almost lost it before because I have had issues with my brake and had to take the brake apart. It dropped to the ground. Somehow I was lucky enough to find it. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's like you keep the right plate and you bolt the electronics down to the right plate, the right side plate. This is a, I don't know what gear you would call this. Yeah, I don't know. Slipper clutch is in the center. Oh, Mike Thompson. Yeah, you did break it, and you know you did. August is looking fine, baby. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, Luke. How's it going, buddy? Luke, come on, stop by the garage sometime. Hang out with, you're probably out in the desert. You've probably been out there ripping the CR 250 out in the rains in the desert this today. How is that? Hey, Pirate, you want to go to the club? Luke, you changed your mind again. Well, I'm not changing this back anymore. It's stuck on this one. We'll see in about 12 more days. We can switch over to next month and see how next month's doing. If you want, Luke, why don't you come over for that show? That could be the first show that you do over here is on the calendar switch. Yeah, that's about it, guys. This is a really short motor. Um, I'm thinking the Castle 14 series. It was pouring. You could have drove a boat to the store today. Yeah, that's cool. I assume so. It wasn't. I mean, we've had steady rain here all day in the South Bay, but it's not been horrendous yet. Though I do assume there'll be flooding soon. Guys, yeah, if you want to tune in with me this week after work, and I'll start putting this back together. We'll see how it goes back together. I have a lot of parts to make it look a lot nicer and hopefully run better. I'm happy with how this rear wheel came out. Painted it. I think it looks pretty trick. I think gold would have been a great paint job too. I have another set of wheels. That's it. I'm going to buy gold and I'm going to paint some wheels gold because gold is the color you would commonly find on a Suzuki if they were doing some trick wheels to it. This is the part that everyone appears to be breaking online. So far, so good here. I see no issues. I have not been sending it like a madman like some people do, like the pirate would. Oh, this is so cool. A lot of new stuff here. I'm not sure with a lot of this stuff. How to learn about this shit. All right, well, not sure what the plans are now. Oh, what was I saying? So I think the Castle has a 14 series motor that's short like this. Maybe that would be a good replacement. It's a 3800 kV. I'll probably look into that at work tomorrow. It's just a little tiny 3mm shaft, so it's nothing big. I think that Castle probably does make one the same width. It's gonna have to be similar size as a short can. Maybe get a more powerful motor. Get that 3S ESC. There should be a ton of those available. Probably go to Jenny RC if you want that. Yeah, awesome. I'm trying to show your it's not showing some messages. I'm not sure why. Lunch that fast. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like launching it. I've sent the I've got a 6S crate in Notorious. They get launched pretty regularly. I'll throw them at anything. This one I don't really I don't feel a thrill of launching it. Oh, Vidavon, you guys help me decide. So I bought the Vidavon brake caliper. Does it go on this one, my runner, or does it go on uh, the yellow bike, which is right now is just the builder and shelf queen, I guess you could call it. This one I'm just going to be building. I do have more. I have spare brakes. One just came in, and I have two more on order. Plastic, the stock brake. But when that Vidavon comes in, it should be Tuesday or Wednesday this week. You guys help me decide. Does it go on this one, the runner in red, the red runner, or does it go to Sexy Susie over here to Suzuki? Suzuki's going to probably be just a shelf queen for at least a little while. Thirsty. You know, without a brake on there, those things spin really well. Put the brake on, that's not going to spin nearly as well. Yeah, guys, really appreciate every one of you tuning in. We'd love to hear from you in chat, so let us hear it if you have anything to talk about. I just disassembled my red Losi PROMOTO MX. I've had it for about a month and a half, and it was time. It needed to come apart so I could see what this thing was all about. Give it a nice cleaning, learn about it, and freshen it up and put it back together. I'll be putting it back together the next day or two in the evening. So if you want to tune in, I'll be doing some live shows. If you guys would subscribe and hit that thumbs up button, it really does help. I have a very small YouTube channel, so everyone helps. That's why I appreciate everyone. Or sent later on a video. I do have a bunch of videos still to make. Some with my nephew. We were down in Florida, and he's only 7, I think, 7 or 8. And he was driving around this red one, and it was a lot of fun. I want to finish that video up, but I haven't had a lot of time. All right, so what else do we have? When I put this back together, it will be freshened up with a new exhaust, as I do have new exhaust. I guess I could just pull this one off and paint it, but I don't know how trick that would look. That probably wouldn't look too trick. Here's the brake cable. Here's the brake cable, the brake caliper. Losi caliper 262009. I'd recommend you order a couple of these. And Losi 262011. At least a spare one. Oh, man. Yeah, there's the ferrule. Remember, I almost lost it, so I put it in this. I poked a little hole in this bag and put it in this one. That's for the other car or other motorcycle. So, Luke, you're going to be riding tomorrow. That's good. I wish I was riding. Have fun. Watch out for some of those washouts and gullies. It could be from new water runoff. Those are going to excuse me. Yeah, those are going to look good. These red hubs, thanks to Art. I didn't order red hubs, but now I have some because Art left them over here. Very cool. Very cool. They're going to look great. Hmm. Wolf Track saying he should boat the Sonic Wake and Los Coyotes Creek. Water channel runoff. I don't know. I'm not familiar with either of those. So I'd have to say maybe don't do it. I haven't I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with the water right now, but I'm sure it's probably pretty good, pretty moving pretty well right now. Well, the outside of this pad looks through that looks really clean. Probably take that off and polish it. All right. Man, so I'm not going to take the electronics apart. I'm just going to leave this part of it together, and I'm going to leave the shock together. You know who I haven't seen in the chat in a long time is my buddy Rick Springs. I hope he's doing well. Maybe he's been out there and just been being quiet. But Rick, if you're out there, let me know. Haven't talked to you in a while. From Altadena or Pasadena. Real nice guy. And yeah, hadn't seen him in chat in a while. He used to be on the show all the time. So guys, one of my favorite ways to clean your RC, very simple. Just a paintbrush. Go to Harbor Freight, Lowe's, wherever you want, and you can get into every little crack and crevice with them. And you can also use them for what I'll do this first is knock all the main dust off it, and at the end, if I want to, I'll spray some WD-40 on this. So Wolf Track wants to do some RC crawling on Catalina. That would be really cool. I haven't been out to Catalina in several years. I assume where you would be doing that, PCT is that the trail? It's kind of across the top of the mountain. I believe I hiked on part of it once. Sometimes there's even buffalo up there, I think. Maybe we should do an RC day in Catalina, actually. We can get a bunch of guys together and head out there. That might actually be pretty fun. We can just go out for the day on the boat, have a fun day, boat back in the evening. If you guys haven't been out to Catalina, I think it's about, what, 20 or 30 miles off the coast here. And boats always leaving from Long Beach and Newport in this area around here. I'm gonna have to check and see when this comes in, because if this, I really don't want to take it apart just to, I probably are just gonna slap the new one. So, Wolf Tracks, I'm taking a wave runner to Catalina from Long Beach. Jet ski to Catalina. That would be cool. Though I feel like it could be very, like it could wear you out. 500 night on. My grandfather had a mooring on Cathead Harbor for a spell. Oh, cool. I've ridden jet skis a bunch. Not mostly in the ocean, mostly in lakes. And I know even on a lake with chop, you can get worn the heck out. So I would only assume on an ocean, um, which could very easily be rougher, it's I don't know how it would be going to Catalina on a jet ski. That would be pretty badass to try it. I would definitely not want a stand up jet ski. I would want a big 3-person jet ski and just cruise out there, hopefully. Hmm. So it's the 30th Wednesday. You're going to take I-20 124. Oh, so you're going to take the small scale crawler on the jet ski? Is that what I'm saying? That's pretty damn cool. Yeah, dude. Cool. Take some pictures, show it off on your Instagram or YouTube, live stream it. That would be cool. Have you actually done a jet ski to Catalina or done one that far? Is it enjoyable at all, or is it just more of a pain and a struggle than anything? Pull these forks out of here. Yeah, dude, you should live stream it. That would be fun. All right, now I'm gonna have to think about rebuilding those as well. Well, I've got it taken apart to this place. It would really, at this point, it would really be nice if I had the gold triple clamps. I wonder how much abuse they take. I wonder if I could paint those or if that would just come out looking like crap. Maybe stay the night, not decided. Yeah, dude, it'd be fun. I'd probably stay the night, come back the next day. But yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Wonder how the storm's going over there on Catalina. Wonder if they got much of anything. Not sure if you guys can see that, but there's some leaky fluid right there. Um, yeah, I think I've read somewhere where they put a differential oil somewhere up in here, maybe in here, to help with the damping. I'll have to look into that and see. I've heard a lot of people complain about their steering not be straight, having to replace center their steering a lot. I've not found that to be the case. People do say they use the extra spring that comes in the box when you buy these. So I might try that. Just make my servo saver a little sturdier. Looks like just a regular standard 10th scale, A scale style servo. Has anybody been doing any testing to see, does it make a difference to go to a faster servo? Anybody know? And guys, you guys are rock stars for hanging out with me. I really appreciate this. Very cool, guys. So are you saying they're going at $300 a night for rooms? I wouldn't be surprised. I don't remember what it was when I stayed there. I don't think it was that much. Last time I was there was several years ago. I would like to go back though. It's a fun little beach island, fun little island town, I guess. $150 is the cheapest. Dude, you might just be better off. Are you really going, if you're going on a jet ski, is there, I guess there's got to be a public dock you can tie up to. There's really nowhere to camp or hang out there though, like overnight. It's a pretty small town. I'm trying to think of like what could you do other than get in a room. Um, Plus, after a long day driving that thing across the ocean, I would probably just say get the room anyway, so you can take a shower and a bed and have a nice bed. You're making me jealous. I wish I had a jet ski. I'd be going there with you. This sounds awesome. Love an adventure. I was just talking to my girl today about when I used to work at a motorcycle dealership. We sold boats, jet skis, all the power sports stuff, and used to really like, my favorite part of my job. One of my favorite parts was test driving, and a lot, specifically jet skis, because, well, you had to go to the lake to test drive it. We were based really close to a lake, um, but still, it's a 30-40 minute thing just to get the jet ski hooked up, drive it out to the lake, put it in the water. There's got to be two of you there usually. So me and my buddies that would work there, we'd have to go and test drive jet skis sometimes, or boats. We'd take 2 or 3 of them out there and spend a half a day at the lake just test driving stuff. Sometimes they weren't fixed and we get stranded out there in the water though. Yeah, bed would be in order. Yeah, I agree. Catalina, you used to sail to Catalina. So Mike Thompson is a pirate. Pirate Mike that's Pirate Mike is Mike Thompson in chat right there, and he says he used to sail there. Good camping spots if you can get them. Okay. Oh, so Wolf Tracks. Is this um are you saying you can rent these wave runners to drive them over there? That that would be pretty cool. Number one thing everybody should have to try to keep your stuff clean the only way to get the dirt out of all the little cracks and crevices. Oh, so Long Beach, LB rents, jet skis to Catalina. All right, I got to check into that. Not sure if I'll be doing it this year or not, but that's something definitely an idea for the future. Oh man, this is not such a maintenance nightmare. I think it's going to end up kind of being a pain in the ass as far as maintenance. I work at an RC store, a hobby store. We really just deal with RC cars. That's the extent of the hobby that we deal with. Some models and some boats, but we no longer do airplanes, helicopters, anything like that. Um, but in my experience, like very few people are willing to work on their stuff, clean, even try to troubleshoot. Like once it quits steering or doing something correctly, um, it's just they bring it to the shop and they just hand it to you like here, it doesn't work anymore. I'm still like that is disbelief to me because if this was my toy and I just been driving it and it doesn't work anymore and it breaks, I'm going to try to fix it. I'm not going to wait until I can bring it to a shop and have someone else do it for me. So I feel like these are not going to be for casual hobbyists. I think these are going to be people that like working on their own stuff. Otherwise, it may not be feasible to have. Though, I mean, I have not had to fix much of it. There's not much I've had to fix, quite honestly. Not much is broken. Um, but yeah, I still kind of think these may be a maintenance nightmare for some anyway. They will take a learning curve for everybody, me included. Make sure to Mike Thompson. Make sure to check the weather, especially you guys are going jet skiing. He's never done that, but fuel, good communication device, and beer are a must-have. You know, Pirate, the beer's for once you get there, I think, right? It's not for on the trip. So I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be captaining any vessel um, with beer, but it's you know you might need one halfway out there. 2 hours a long drive or long ride. All right, I'm glad I took this thing apart. Um, it doesn't look like I really need to get any parts, which is great. And it looked not as filthy as I thought it was going to look in here either, which is good. I thought it was going to be a lot more dirty inside the two-side aluminum cases. I did not open this up, and nor am I going to. I'm going to wait until it starts making noise. And the ESC, pretty tight fit in there. I mean, it's what it's going to fit. It's little sides, there's screws on the side to get it to, yeah, that's unique. It's the only one I've ever seen that way. All right, guys, that's interesting. Well, I got to have a smoke real quick, so if you don't mind, chat amongst yourselves. I'm just going to step off to the side and heat this up. Kind of sounds like the rain outside has stopped. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, were you saying good grease or bearing on this because of this thing spinning? And if so, yeah, it's because I don't have the brake is currently off of it. So there's nothing to drag and it spins really well. The bearing, it runs on 2 bearings and it does spin really, really well. Now, once you put the brake on, there's always going to be a little drag and it doesn't spin as well. Mike Thompson, is that a 540 motor? It's smaller. I mean, it's like the bolt pattern's the same as a 540, but it's a very short can motor. Let me see. We got a micrometer right here. Let's see if we can get an idea of the size of this thing. So I'm estimating it's about so including the length of the so that's just under 60 millimeters, but that's including 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters of plate. So it's about a 55 millimeter can. Not that big. Yeah, 60 millimeters minus the plate. It's about 5 millimeters. 850 kV. I'm not sure what you're referring to on the 850 kV. 850 kV would be a really torquey motor, probably a big torquey motor. These are 3800 kVs. This chain's gotten kinked up. I think I'm gonna make gonna do some research into getting another chain. I do have another stock chain, but I don't want a stock chain. I want a better chain. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 24, 6. It's like 70 links, I think. Does that make sense? 35 and 35. I think I counted 76, so probably, or 36, or probably 35. All right, so that's about all I can do with this for tonight. Um, what else do we have with projects? I think that's about it. I guess I can pull the gear off of this guy because he's going to be going, his gear's going to be going back on that. Add a boat under that steering handlebar. Maybe they should make a jet ski, a cool RC boat, but it's actually a jet ski. That would be really cool. I really didn't need to take it all apart. I haven't seen anything wrong with it. Just a little bit dirty. But it will be good to get it back together and see, just have it taken apart and put it back together is fun. Learn about it as well. Where this went. All right. So guys, it's about 10 o'clock, a little after 10, and I do have to work tomorrow. So I think I'm going to go ahead and be calling it a night pretty soon. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in. It's always fun to hear from you guys. Let me know if you ever have any things you want us to check out or do, projects on the show. We can definitely try to do some custom stuff. Even though I've only been looking at these Losis recently, I do have a bunch of Armas and a couple of Technos, a bunch of Tamiya, and just some different stuff. Kyosho Mini Zs, a couple of airplanes. So yeah, we could talk about some other RC stuff. Doesn't always have to be the Losi PROMOTO, but for me, I like the PROMOTO. It's going to be my favorite thing for a while. So I'm probably still going to be on this one for a while. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and be shutting it down for the night. I appreciate it. You guys can remember to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, hit that notification bell. I do plan to do a live stream every day this week, at least for the next 3 days. By then I have this should be back together. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I hope to do some streams on this. Trinidad, thank you for tuning in again. I appreciate it so much. All of you guys. Wolf Tracks, thank you. Mike, thank you. And anybody that's just out there that's tuned in but not said anything, appreciate it. We will we'll see you next time, which will probably be tomorrow. Probably start earlier. All right, guys, have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. Well, here's a little. Now we got this guy over here. We got this old Futaba FX10 just chilling. Oh boy, what else have we got? Some girls on the wall, a night vapor, some motorcycle helmets, some more motorcycle helmets. Yeah. Gumball machine, Suzuki gumball machine. Alright. Yeah, guys, it's been fun. Kind of don't want to go back in. Oh, Factory Pilot. I think that was whenever Josh Grant. I got a pair of his goggles when he was a factory Oakley guy, I think. I think it's Josh Grant. Anyway. Yeah, it's been fun. Alright, Wolf Tracks. Dude, you got the day off because of the monsoon. Maybe come down to the shop and do some mini Z driving. yeah, if you want, the shop will be open. Hawthorne and 169th in Lawndale, California. We got rental Mini Zs. If you don't have your own, I could let you drive one of my Mini Zs. I got a few of them over there. Yeah, come in and have some fun on the Mini Z track. It's a good time. There'll be people. Usually people are in there every day driving. Like, people are there all the time just doing laps. We have two tracks there. One for beginners to get their feet wet, and then the bigger track for when you get more experience. I have a lot of potential. I know I said I was going to shut down the show, but I keep looking around. I have a lot of potential projects here. And I also have some stuff I could potentially sell. Like, I have a bunch of RCs. I don't know how many I need right now. And I have stuff like a 6S Spectrum ESC. It's still new in the package, along with the 6S motor somewhere. That was originally going to be a project for the my 4S Creighton. I was going to throw that 6S stuff in it. I don't know if I'll ever get around to that, but I have two 4S Creightons. If anyone's interested in buying one of them, I'll probably sell one. And I also have a 6S Creighton and a 6S Notorious. They're both pretty much all EXP parts, and I would sell one of those two. Probably don't want to sell them both. Might. Looking to sell probably either one of those, and I got a ton of spare parts for both of them, spare tires, all kinds of stuff. Fire team, brand new. 2 batteries, not even 2 batteries ran through it. Maybe a battery and a half, doesn't have a scratch on it. Might sell that one, but I would want a decent, you know, like new prices, because it's nice. I really like that one. And like I said, it's barely got any time built or time on it at all. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Said I gotta get to work, but very fun hanging out with you guys. Appreciate it so much. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit different of a style. Usually we got a guest in here and we're just talking RCs, but today we're doing the workbench thing, so hope you enjoyed it. Oh, Wolf Tracks Encore, thank you. Yeah, no, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. It was a whole different thing, and I'll get it figured out. We'll get some cool projects going on the workbench, but be back tomorrow. Not sure what time, but if you hit the notification bell and allow the notifications to go to your phone, it'll notify you, and I will try to program it to a few hours early so everyone has time to get ready for the show. They know it's coming up. Thanks guys. You are what makes it fun. Every one of you in chat, whenever you join in, by giving us your 2 cents, your opinion, asking your questions. That is what it's all about. Let's make it a community. So we really appreciate it, guys. Gonna tune out for the night, but I'll be back tomorrow. So you guys have a great night, and hopefully your Monday goes well. We'll talk to you later.